Hey guys, how are you? Let me just fix that a little bit better. And I have it. Good evening, good evening. Well, as always, I hope you guys have had a fabulous, fabulous day. It was a good day today on this Saturday. And today is actually day 3 of our 30-day challenge. 30 days of preparation for the new year. So everyone always has resolutions and goals that they want to set, but it never works out. So now we have a 30-day preparation in which it can help you be more successful and more effective come the new year. So today, day 3 is all about the plan. So now that we've committed, now that we have our goals, we know what we're going to do, now we have to map it out. And this is the part that a lot of people fall short on. What is your plan to accomplish your goals? It's all great to say I have these goals and these wonderful resolutions, but how are you going to get there? So, what are you willing to do to make these come true? Okay, what are you willing to give up? Now, planning and getting ready for your goals and accomplishing your goals, they include sacrifices. If anybody ever told you that being successful was easy, that's a lie. Okay, so you have to sacrifice certain things. And because you guys already know your goals, now you can actually map out how you're going to get there. So if you have a goal of being healthy, to map that out, well, you have to cut certain things out of your diet, so you have to sacrifice. If one of your goals is to become more active, you have to give up something to have more time to be more active. So remember, when you're planning, you might have to do a little bit of sacrificing as well. In what order are you going to accomplish your goals? That's another thing. Your goals are set in order. You're not going to just be all over the place with your goals in the new year. You have a certain amount of goals that you have, and now you have to have an order too. They have to go in order. It has to make sense. How fast can you start? That's another thing. How fast can you start doing what it is that you want to accomplish in the coming year? So I have 10 things that I want to share with you guys that's going to help you with the planning procedure. So number 1 is keep a record of everything. Have a notebook, make sure it's written down. If you're not a pen and pencil person, then just get Evernote. This is an online app that you can use. It's also an app on your phone. You can put it on your computer, and it will keep everything if you're not a paper pencil and you're more, technologically savvy and things like that. Know what you want to do. Don't just have a bunch of goals on a piece of paper and not know how you're going to accomplish it, okay? Number 2, know what you do. Number 3, be specific and be realistic. Just like our goals, how specific our goals are, our plans have to be that specific. And know if it's realistic or not, okay? Make sure they are realistic. If you want to lose 80 pounds, well, unfortunately, you can't lose 80 pounds in 1 month and be healthy, okay? So really think about these things. Make sure that they are realistic goals. Set measurable milestones. So you have 365 days next year to map out your plans. Now, you could do each quarter, each week, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever you see fit, but make sure they're measurable milestones. So you know in your plan, well, if I did this and if I did that, by this time, I'm on the right path to accomplishing my goals. Now, break larger tasks into smaller things. So sometimes we have these big goals on a massive scale. And that's why diets don't work. And I always refer back to health because that's a resolution that everybody always makes and everybody's always failing at. So some people, and I'm a fault to that. We have these big, I want to work out 3 times a week. I want to eat healthy, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and we end up doing none of it because the goal is too big. So break it up in parts. Start off where you can start off. Everybody can't go cold turkey and just stop drinking soda or stop eating candy. You know, do what you can do and break those larger goals and larger plans into smaller tasks. Make a scheduled list. So when you get your specific realistic goals, have it scheduled out. You know, I like to see everything on a screen to where I can move things and fit it to where I need it to be. Some people are more paper pencil and they may draw it out. Whatever it is, your style, just make sure that it is a scheduled list where you can just check things off. Put timelines on everything. A timeline is a certain pace that you want to go. You want to move. Now, you move at your own pace, the beat of your own drum. And that's the great thing about starting early. Because now is a time where you can figure out what works for you. Do you want to go fast? Do you want to just jump all in and say, hey, I want to do 3 times a week, every week? You know, and you can start that now. So make sure you put timelines. How fast do you want to accomplish these things? How fast do you want to, you know, start eating healthy or whatever your goal is? How fast, whether it's debt too, how fast do you want to pay off this one bill, pay off this one thing? So definitely put timelines on things, and that also helps you. Create a visual representation. Now, guys, this is extremely important. It's just like your goal. Your plan has to be seen. You putting your plan on a piece of paper and putting it in a nightstand is not going to help you. So make sure it's in a place where you can see it. Now, I'm not saying you have to have a big old whiteboard in the front of your house and you have to have your whole plan. But you have to have it somewhere where you are going to see it, and it's going to remind you every time, hey, I'm working on a plan, I'm working on this goal, and these are my steps. You have to be able to refer back to it. Mark them as you go, okay? Mark all your accomplishments as you go along. As you know, guys, life's like to throw you wrenches, right? So maybe your timeline was set for a certain amount of time, and you can only do 2 things off of your plan. Well, check those things off. Do not count anything out. Nothing is called a little accomplishment. Well, not in my book. Everything is big, okay? Everything that you do is a big accomplishment. So make sure you're checking those things off, whether it's on the computer or checking it off by hand. And number 10, guys, do not stop. Don't stop, okay? If you didn't do it in the 3 weeks that you said, keep going. Don't just give up. You don't ever want to just give up on yourself, especially when you took the time out to make sure that all of your pieces were in the right area. So make sure that you never, ever stop and have those things. And that's why day 1 was commitment. So you can always reflect on your why, always reflect on those things that are pushing you to actually accomplish these goals. So never, ever stop. Guys, I have a notebook. It says, she believed she could, and so she did. This is my plan in this book. These are my 30 days, my goals, my accomplishments. Everything is set out the way that I see it. So that's what this is right here. Also, I have this amazing planner. Guys, time management is so hard to master, but if you have a planner, you can see it visually. When I say make a visual representation, this is my visual representation. I can open this, it's all tabbed up. Now you can also create your own planning notebook, print it out instead of going buying it. If you're arts and craftsy, you can actually make it. So guys, make sure that you have a plan, and I will definitely see you guys on tomorrow for day 4. On day 4. Keep in mind, I am only doing Facebook Lives on my personal page for the next couple of days. After day 7, I will be on my page, so continue to follow me. I definitely appreciate and love you guys for tuning in and getting some helpful hints on how you're going to prepare for the 2017 new year. So definitely hashtag knowledge magnet, that's me. And definitely follow me on my business page. It's been a pleasure. If you have any questions, please give me a inbox, and I'll feel free to just hit me up. So have a great night, guys, and I will see you tomorrow for day 4. Bye. Good night.